Alright, in this video I'm working on a custom of Brielle Rose. She's a CAW character like Jessica B and a few others on the channel. So first off, I got this Marvel Legends figure. I'm gonna use the head on this figure for this custom. She wanted long hair and this character's got long hair, so I think it'll work. Okay, so I recently got this CAW for this custom. And before I do anything, I want to remove the boots from this figure. So I'm putting it in a bag and putting it in some hot water to heat up the boots. And now that the boots are off, I also took off the knee pads because she's not CAW. And it wouldn't make sense to have a different character that has knee pads that say Jade on it. But I think I know where to get some black knee pads for this character. Had this Becky Lynch basic lying around for a while, and she has some knee pads I could use. Just need to use a little acetone to rub off these logos and just pop them on the other figure. Simple as that. Now I'm going to heat up the heads on both these figures and pop them off. And here we have the head from the Marvel figure on this CAW. It doesn't really sit on there because the bowl joint from this figure is bigger than this bowl joint. But seeing it on here, it does look a little bit small. Okay, remove the hair off of the Marvel character, and I removed Jade's hair. That way, I could try to put this hair on. Same trick I used for Giona Morgan, but I'm gonna have to Dremel some space on the head. That way, this hairpiece can fit on. Alright, I got this coming in. So I got this red jacket because she wanted a red jacket accessory. Surprising what you can find on Amazon these days. I like the colors, but the issue is that the sleeves are a little too long. I mean, here's what they look like on a figure. See? Check this out. And I have the hands taken off of this figure, and the sleeve's still too long. So what I'm going to do is trim a little bit right here. That way the hands can easily slide through. Alright, here's the jacket. Kind of modified it by trimming the sleeve a little bit and folding it in and gluing that in place. And I think it works a little bit. I heard this weird sound and I think it was the zipper right here. Yep, that was the zipper making that noise. Anyways, now that the jacket's slightly modified, we'll get onto the figure. Alright, here's my progress so far. Got the top painted, the arm band thing is painted, and I was able to get this little pattern on the legs painted. And I used some acetone to rub off those pixel logos on the knee pads. And all the black is actually from the airbrush paint. Now also sprayed on a protective coat on here. But I also added on a few coats of Mod Podge on here, just to keep the paint safe. Well, I mostly added it on the outfit, not on the leggings. The first layer was the regular Mod Podge, and the second layer is the, gloss Mod Podge. Wanted to give it almost a shiny look. And I kept the leggings looking bland. I didn't use the gloss coat on the leggings because the leggings don't really have a glossy look. But what I want to do is make the boots look extra glossy. They already got a bit of a shiny finish to them, but I want to really bring out the shine. And I think the best way to do that is to use the glossy Mod Podge, but use a little bit of thinner on it. That way I could use it in the airbrush, because I think using the airbrush for it might work a little bit better. So let's see how this goes. Alright, got the boots sprayed on with the Mod Podge mixed with water, and then I sprayed on another protective coat just in case, and now the boots are pretty shiny. And now I finally got the hair attached. I was very scared I'd screw up, but I finally got it done. And she looks pretty cool with this hair. So I heat up some water in this bowl to heat up the hair so I could get it on easier. Still partially warm. And then I use both these glues to get the hair attached. Crazy glue brush and this Loctite super glue. Oh, and this is the flexible one. So the hair is a flexible material and this will help the glue stick on. Kind of reminds me of a character from a movie. Now let's get the jacket on and see how she looks. Finally! This custom is finally completed. And she looks pretty good with the jacket on. Cannot wait for Brielle's debut in RHW. Till then, see you guys later.